I want my wing nuggets.
Hello everybody, JFM here to give you another video. This is a special video because it's Jeff and Taylor's 10th anniversary. Now you may be thinking, wait a minute, I only got into Jeff and Taylor for like a couple years. How can this be the 10th anniversary? Well, this isn't really the 10th anniversary of, let's say, the comic itself, but the idea. Back in around November, I'd say November 16th, 2004, that's when I finally got, I made Jeff and Taylor, these two characters that I made up when I was little, into an official series, basically. Because these guys were just floating around here and there in different stories and different drawings when I was just a kid for no reason. No structure at all. Their roles changed and everything. So when I was a freshman in high school, I decided, hey, I'm going to make something official with these two. And make a whole bunch of characters. But, yeah, I'm getting ahead of myself. I'm going to explain the whole history of Jeff and Taylor in this one video. And I'm sorry if this is it. It's just me, audio, and you see pictures. I'm going to post the pictures in chronological order. So, yeah, you see all these pictures again. But you might see some pictures you've never seen before, so you never know. Also, you get to see some videos of me attending PopCon. What is PopCon? Well, it is a little convention here in my hometown, in the local university. In the local university, but it is, fairly small. It's a convention, a gaming convention, comics, pop culture, basically. And it was my first time as a vendor. Wow. I actually sold some stuff and made tiny commissions for people, and I made money. So that is awesome. I have some videos and images to show you from that event yesterday and Friday. Yeah, I think first I want to show you the picture from that event. I had my picture taken with Foxy from Five Nights at Freddy's. Here it is. Wow, it is Foxy. The Foxy. Yeah, I forgive Foxy for teaming up with MFJ in my Halloween special on my other channel. So yeah, we cool. We cool now. So yeah, that's it for the intro. But I'm gonna explain to you J&T about this whole idea, my philosophies, my ideologies with this project, how it started, what influenced me, and there you have it. Hope this inspires you, and hope this kind of make you understand J&T a little more. Well, let's see. I'll go with the two characters. How I created them. Jeff, a long time ago, was created from my Pokemon books. Back when I was a kid, when I first played Pokemon Blue version, it was awesome. I seriously wanted to make a book out of it, because since I was during my Rugrat phase, I was making Rugrat books, them and platforming adventures. But I wanted to make a Pokemon book. But, I was also into the Pokemon anime, so I wanted a story just like that, because I kind of hated Ash. I wanted to be a rival to Ash, basically. So I made the character from the Blue version be Jeff. He shares the same name as me, since I put my name in the game. But it's not really me, so I just drew this one guy, or this one kid, I should say, this one 10-year-old kid who has a Squirtle all the time. And he has two friends, Kevin and Kendall. So they go to, they travel Kanto, beat all the gym leaders, and Jeff will eventually become Pokemon Master by beating the champion, who was his rival, David, at the time. That's how I created David. He was Jeff's rival in Pokemon. Could you believe it? And then, from there on, I decided to make more Pokemon books, kind of, original stories. It wasn't until I made my little quote-unquote movie book called Pokemon 3, the movie. And then that's where I really first drew. I first drew Jeff for the first time in the style. At first, it was a style of Pokemon, and then the old Pokemon art style. That's the first time I drew him, because in the earlier books I still drew in stick figures. But that's where I really started to draw people more. That's my main influence, the Pokemon art style. And then from there on, it started to evolve. No pun intended. From a Pokemon book to like a book starring Jeff only. I dumped Kevin and Kendall, and then Jeff made a little cameos. He made it, you know, he made cameos in other projects too. Also, in his other stories that he starred in, it was more or less crossovers with SpongeBob, Calvin and Hobbes, The Simpsons for some reason, Tenchi. I started to get really into anime. That's where I put Tenchi Muyo and the gang there, since I like Tenchi. And The Simpsons, for some reason. It's so lame. That was such a lame book. And then it wasn't until the book, which I titled Y2J, the Battle of Rubik's Cube's Island. The battle in the Rubik's Cube's Island. That is a very strange book. It is. But that's the first book where I included Taylor. And Taylor was a reincarnation of the boy who starred in Pokemon Gold version. So yeah, Taylor was one of the name options, so that's how I came up with the name Taylor. And so, yeah, the boys, after that book was done, I decided, hey, I'm gonna put these two in different stories now. And I went to an awkward experimentation phase where I put J and T in different scenarios, where it's like they go to an island with a whole bunch of horoscope temples and they beat the monsters. I can't imagine Jeff and Taylor wielding swords, you know, the real J and T. I can't imagine them wielding swords and all that, but they did have help with actual professionals. And that was the first book where Cassidy makes an appearance. So she was my first original female character, Cassidy. So yeah, there's that. And then I decided, hey, I'm gonna make my own series, J&T series. But this was before, way before the official 2004 decision. Because they were more or less, actually they were SpongeBob ripoffs. Rip-offs of SpongeBob episodes. Like I had Jeff's house freezing because he left the fridge door open. Yeah, complete rip-off of that one episode of SpongeBob, Suds. And then I had I wrote something for 5th grade where Jeff and Taylor survive a heat wave in their town of Somerville. And I made very stupid jokes. I forgot the whole story. I remember there was this one joke where Taylor wanted to keep cool by jumping up and down. To think that would make you hotter because because if you move too much you raise your body temperature. That's stupid. And then from 5th grade to 6th grade, 6th grade was a fun time, a very fun time, because that's when I first drew Two Big Idiots. That was another decision of mine. Okay, I'm gonna make Jeff and Taylor star in this series called Two Big Idiots. The first one had the boys go to another dimension, and they had to collect diamonds, I think. Yeah, diamonds. They see I have a whole bunch of cameos from characters, and a lot of inside jokes between me and my cousin. It was in that book. It was unfinished, but I had lots of fun, lots of good memories. I threw that book away. Very stupid of me. Then I made a sequel, Two Big Idiots 2, where Jeff goes to chemistry class, and he meets Ryoko. She almost kills him. And then she kind of then he kind of befriended her. And then Jeff and Taylor go to New York. I remember this one joke. I can't remember if this was before September 11th, but Jeff and Taylor rode to New York via a makeshift spacecraft. It's like a little rocket made out of trash cans. So they flew to New York, from Somerville to New York, and then they crashed into the Empire State Building. That's what I mean. I can't remember if this was before. It had to be before September 11th, because I don't know. I don't know. I was a kid back then. I didn't understand the sensitivity of things back then. But still. But hey, no damage was done to the building itself. The boys crashed into the building, they destroyed the rocket, and they fell all the way to the floor, and somehow they got saved by a man driving a taxi. I remember that. And then it ended there. Oh well. Then Two Big Idiots 3, where Jeff Taylor and Bart Simpson go to an adventure in it's basically them in it's basically Majora's Mask, only replace Link and Tattle with Jeff and Taylor and Bart. Yeah, that was unfinished too. But I still have it here. I still have Two Big Idiots 3 in my drawer, in my folder. And then from there, I decided, hey, I'm gonna make more books of JNT. I'm gonna have Jeff and Taylor go into a creepy town, and then they meet monsters from the Goosebumps series. That was a fun one. I had lots of fun drawing stuff out, but that was back in 7th grade, 7th and 8th grade, the middle school years. Fun times. I'm serious about that. Fun times in middle school. And then, finally, I decided to make an official series. Jeff and Taylor. The TV-14 version. Back when I was a freshman in November 2004. Now, when I say TV-14, that's because I was heavily influenced by Adult Swim and Aqua Teen Hunger Force, and I wanted to make JNT just like that. Very adult, very crude. So yeah, I remember some ideas. Like I had characters get killed off and come back alive in the next episode. Like I remember this one joke where Ashley gets her head ripped off by a zombie. We see it, and then the next episode she comes back to life. It's so weird. And in one Halloween episode, I was gonna have Maria be obsessed with candy, so she kills her friends. You know, she decapitates Gloria, and she starts eating her. And I thought that was funny at the time. Right now, I cannot imagine Maria hurting a fly. That is very strange. It's strange how you change when you grow up, you know. But yeah, it's a good thing. It's a good thing those never saw the light of day. They were just concept drawings, but I never made a comic. But it wasn't until I got into Case Closed and buying the manga series of Case Closed, it was then, hey, this is really inspiring me to make a comic. Because I never really made a comic before. Besides from my random crossover stuff. But that was like cheap stuff, you know. Very low budget, made for fun, very stupid. But I wanted to make something very serious. You know, I was serious about this J&T comic. So I made the decision in the right before sophomore year, or yeah, around sophomore year. It was October 2005, where I decided to, hey, I'm gonna make a little decision or a vote, basically. I have all these different episodes, different ideas, and I'm gonna have my friends vote on which one they want. Either they want a comic of episode 1 G Station or episode 6, something like that. And they all voted episode 1 G Station. So, 5 months later, February 2006, I finished the G Station, the original G Station. And it's terrible. Maybe I'll record it. I'll record some stuff off of it and show it to you. But yeah, it is terrible looking compared to now. And I thought that was I thought I was gonna get published because of that. It's like, wow, I finished a comic. I can't wait to show it to publishers. No, dude, no. They're not gonna take it seriously. But first of all, the lettering was uncentered, and the coloring was abysmal. It was rubbish. And then a couple months later, I decided, hey, I'm gonna keep going with this. So I made episode 2. It was called The Big Race at the time. Very different, very funky, The plot stank. I hated it. Uh, Ashley and the girls were kind of unlikable. I mean, of course, Ashley's an unlikable girl, kind of, especially Jennifer. You know, but all the girls, they were just plain mean back then. Um, and then a year later, I went on to make episode 3. So that was in April 2007. And then it wasn't until late 2007 where I made episode 4. You know, the current episode 4 that we saw, that's in the website right now. And then a year later, episode 5. And then throughout the whole 2009, I made episode 6, the remake of episode 1, and the remake of episode 2. So 3 comics in 1 year. In 2009. 2010. What was it? Yeah, I made episode 7, Maria, in 2010. That was in summer. Then 2011, it was nothing. Basically all preparations and all school stuff. I was preoccupied. But in 2012, I remade episode 3, and let's see, I was working on episode 8. Then it wasn't until 2013 where I made episode 8 and episode 9. And then this year, episode 10. So there you have it. And yeah, I know there's a lot of people out there who might hate me, who might make fun of me for saying, "Wow, 10 years for 10 episodes. You are lame, JFM. You are lazy, and all that." So that's like, I don't know. Technically, it's like 12 or 13 comics. Come on, guys. Come on. I had to remake some because you would not want to see the original G Station. But yeah, I'm no matter what, no matter how you see things, I have accomplished a lot for a person my age. You know, I am the only guy to work on this, and it is true. I have accomplished a lot. Especially if you've seen me before, if you've seen me back in the day when I first started on YouTube, back in '08, when I was just a kid, an 18-year-old kid with a dream. And right now, you see me slowly living in the dream. I mean, yesterday I was at my first convention as a vendor, as a seller. I'm slowly getting there. Slow and steady wins the race. So don't worry, episode 10 will come very soon. And I know this, even this video, or audio, however you like to call it, it may not be big and flashy for the 10th anniversary, but I'm still making it. It's better than nothing. You know, I'm doing so much for just one guy. Even my old classmates, when they saw me yesterday, they are still surprised that I'm still doing comics, and then many of them are very proud of me for actually, you know, and they're still in awe that I'm keep doing this, you know, that I'm pursuing the dream, and I'm never giving up. Even if all you fans were to give up on me, I'll still keep going, because this is bigger than just fame and fortune. I'm not doing this for fame. I'm not doing this for the money. I'm doing this just to get my stuff out there, just to get J&T, you know, be looked at, and to be read by millions of fans around the world. And that's what the internet has provided me. Because I went to school, I knew how to code a website, how to make it, how to design it, and how to publish it. And it's all thanks to school that I have marketed myself that way. Now, about the whole ideologies behind J&T, I mean, back then it was just boys on misadventures doing stupid stuff. Very crude humor, very adult humor. But now that I have grown up, I decided I wanted J&T to have more meaning to it. Every time somebody asks, what's it about? I get kind of tongue-tied because it's better to explain. It's better to show than to tell with JNT. It may seem very simple. It may seem very overdone. Two teenage boys on misadventures. But there is there's a little bit of a twist to it. Throughout the whole series, the one gigantic story arc is that they keep bumping into members of Team Starhammer, an underground crime syndicate who are basically like Team Rocket from Pokemon. They're only, you don't take them seriously. They're kind of stupid, but there are some very mean people in Team Starhammer, especially the boss. Not Risotto, the main bad guy, who I'm gonna call Emperor. Yeah, I don't know his official name yet. I don't even know his official name. Come on, it is. He's either gonna be Emperor or Marcino, something like that. But we will see him very soon. We will know who he is, and I think it's better if I were to show you who he is. The rest of the characters won't know that he is one of the main generals in Starhammer. But it'll be fun. It'll be good if we know who he is, and we know his motivations. And J and T are completely oblivious of it, which is funny. But I decided to make J and T more emotional based. It's like I wanted all my characters to be humans, to be fully developed people, instead of just stereotypes and characters. Because I believe characters make the story. You can have good characters, but have terrible story, and they can carry it. Good characters can carry a bad story. That's my philosophy, and I'm sticking to it. But yeah, that's all I have to say. So I present you this video. This little short video of me in PopCon. So here you go, and enjoy.
Just in case there's any really, really, really short people. Jeff reminded me to take a picture of you when you taped those on your shots yesterday. Something was missing.
Yeah, okay. I was gonna ask you that today. Yeah.
Photobomb!
Alright, that man who made the little photo bomb, he is Jamie Smith. He is one of my artist friends here in town, and I attended his cartooning class back in '07. That was fun. I definitely learned a lot, and he is supporting me through getting my name out there, and yeah, I really thank him. But right now, the video is almost over, so I might as well give you a little schedule. To see what's coming up next in this channel, in both channels, basically. Okay, in 2 weeks, November 29th will be the release of episode 10. Episode 10 will finally be released on November 29th, and I hope you enjoy. It is definitely my best work, visually and story-wise, and lots of funny jokes and some fan service, so I know you guys enjoy that. Woohoo! Another thing that I want to do is next year, starting January 4th, I will do the 100 Days of Comics Challenge. I have yet to decide what channel to post my weekly updates on, either J from Studio or here. I think maybe J from Studio, who knows. And yeah, I'm gonna try to make episode 11 and the remake of episode 1 at the same time. And both of them will be 60 pages long, so that's 120 pages total. So I think if I were to keep up with that schedule and the whole pressure with the video updates, I think I can finish both books before the 100 days are up, which will be around, early to mid-April of next year. So I think I can do it. I know I can do it. So there you guys have it. And I really hope you enjoyed this video, enjoyed listening to it. And this is my first take. I don't want to redo it again. So, okay. I hope you guys have an amazing week. And more videos are on the way. So, hang on. Okay. JFM out. And I hope you have a wonderful week. Goodbye.